Alright, in today's video, we're gonna get the interior out, get the seat out, and do like a budget upholstery on it, just with some Mexican blankets. And then next thing we're gonna do is this weekend I'm gonna haul this thing to my house, and I'm gonna start chopping on the frame. And one way or another, we're gonna make this thing into a short bed pickup. So stick around, find out how it goes. Alright, I just got out here today. I'm planning today, I'm gonna get the seat out of this thing, and I'm either gonna take it home or I might do it here on a table. But just gonna do like a little budget interior, because I don't want, the foam is still decent. I don't want to buy new foam, and I don't want to be getting in and out of the truck and just ruin the foam. So I'm gonna get the interior out, or seat. There's not much interior, and so we'll go from there. I just bought some Mexican blankets off Amazon, and I'm just gonna hog ring them on there. So let's get started. So here's the interior. I have the door panels. I took them off. I took this one off because I was trying to figure out how this mechanism worked on the other side whenever that door was stuck. But so I'll put this door panel on. It's actually behind the seat right here. But this is what the seat looks like. The foam is still decent. There's a little bit of a hole right here, but it's not too bad. The seat back is actually in pretty good shape. The foam, and it looks like rats have got in there and ate some of it out, but it's not bad. Maybe a rat, or maybe it's just worn out. Maybe just from them springs bouncing on that. That's why each circle is worn out. I don't know, but either way, I'm gonna get this seat out today and try to do like a little budget upholstery on it. I don't want to spend a lot of money on this truck. I'm trying to do this truck on the cheap and still have something cool whenever it's done. So get this seat ripped out and get started. All right, I'm gonna get these seats taken out. Looks like it's just about 8 bolts on the bottom, and then I'm just gonna slide it out that other door once I get some help here. Slide it out and then get it carried over here to the bench, and see if I decide to do it here or if I decide to take it home today. So let's get started. Also, if you don't have one of these electric ratchets, I definitely recommend going to get one. If you're lazy like me, this is definitely something I use every day. When I first got it, I didn't use it. I was just like, yeah, I don't need that. Now, I need that. I use this thing every day. All right, now that the seat's out, I'm gonna take it over here to the table and get it cleaned up and see what we're working with, and then start getting this thing covered. Alright, so this is what we got for interior. It's just this beige Mexican blanket. I don't know, it was cheap from Amazon, and it was here next day, so that's the reason we're using it. But just gonna get started. I got one for the top and then one for the bottom, and I'm just gonna use those hog ring pliers and hog ring them on. And yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, so don't ask. I'm sure somebody will be in the comments saying, you should have done it this way, or you should have done it that way. But yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, so we're just gonna wing it, and hopefully it turns out good enough. Now keep in mind, before this, I've never used these, I've never used any of this, so turns out good, hey, cool. If it turns out not good, then that's cool too. At least I learned something. All right, let's flip this thing over. I got it all hog ringed on, and flip it over and see how bad it looks. It actually looks pretty damn good. Actually looks really good. It's pretty flat. It's all flat. Hey, I'm happy with it. Looks a lot better than I thought it was going to. So now I just got to get the bottom over here and do the bottom. I'm not sure if it'll be as easy, but we'll find out. So cool. All right, so I got this seat pulled down. This one was pretty nasty. It had all this foam. Not the foam, but the old seat cover had pretty much just turned to like fibrous dust. It's pretty nasty and it's itchy like fiberglass. So I decided to take it down over here, and it's got some pieces wrong with it. This is broken. Oh, there's a clip that's missing there. These springs are worn pretty much smooth out on this side, on the driver's side, and then this one is obviously broken. So I'm gonna haul this thing to the house and work on it at the house, because I have a welder and I'll just weld that spring to the back. That'll be plenty good enough. As for the worn out springs, probably just gonna be worn out. I might try to switch them with some of these ones from this side and put them on this side, but that's kind of doubtful. I don't know, it depends on how I'm feeling. But I'll let's see what the inside looks like real quick. So here's the inside. Just a bunch of garbage, cigarette butts, some old cigarette papers, just a bunch of crap. So I'll get this vacuumed out in the next day, tomorrow probably, and then hopefully get that seat done tonight. So I'll get the inside of this thing vacuumed out probably tomorrow. I'm gonna take that seat home tonight and try to get it finished up tonight. That way it's done, I don't have to worry about it. Then once this is vacuumed out, I can bring it over here, slide it in, and they will call it good enough. And then it'll be time to bring this thing to the house and start chopping and have ourselves a cool truck. Hopefully it goes pretty smooth, but just never know when you're making something. Something that wasn't designed the way it was. So we'll see. I also bought some new tires for this thing. Bought them off the Facebook marketplace. Unfortunately, they're 16s and these are 16.5s. So I'm gonna try to find some 8-lug C20 just factory wheels that are 16s. Called the tire store. They don't have them in stock, and it'd take a couple of days to even get them, and they were extremely expensive compared to 16. So I'm trying to do this thing on the cheap. So we'll bring it back once I get this. Once I get the house, I'll probably upholster this at the house, or upholster if you want to call it that. So I'll bring it back. All right, so now I'm at the house. There was one spring that was broken, so I welded that up and just welded it on. There's no point in trying to take it out and replace it. This foam is pretty much shot anyways. That's why I'm going to put this sheet around it. I'm going to use this because the foam is falling apart, and I'm just going to use this to try to hold the foam together a little bit better. And then I'll, just because I don't want all that dust coming through the Mexican blanket, so I'm going to use this, then I'll put the Mexican blanket over it. So let's get started. Alright, so now I've got this, I wrapped that sheet around it just to kind of keep the foam where it was torn, keep it in place. And now I'm going to start doing this one. And I don't think it's going to turn out as good as the top did. Top turned out pretty good, but we'll see soon enough. So pretty much all I'm doing is finding the hole. I get this screwdriver nice and hot, and once it's hot enough, just stick it in there, wiggle it around until it goes through. Make the hole a little bigger. Oh, it's done. Just got to do the other 3, and then screw this other bracket on, and just screw on the back, and this thing will be ready to go. Probably could put a few more hog rings up around the top and the front. It's a little wavy, but that's just because the blanket wasn't big enough, and I had to pull it side to side in order to get it to fit. So it is what it is. Better than it was though, for sure, so I'll take it. Alright, there it is. It's all done. I'm actually surprised the lines at the back, they line up half decent. Especially for not even ever comparing the two until they were put together. So, hey, that's good enough for me. It'll work. Something to sit on. It's not nasty like that other one was. So, this works for me. So I'm out here today. I'm gonna try to get this thing vacuumed out. Just get all this crap cleaned out, and then I'm gonna put that seat in here. So see if this thing will start up today. I guess some keys would be good. Alright, so truck wasn't wanting to turn over today. I don't know what was going on. So now I cleaned up the ground on it. Now it's turning over fine, so let's see if this thing wants to run. That didn't sound good. Got good oil pressure. as you can see. Runs good. Shut it off. No, it's not on fire, so that's good. Let's and that's not getting hot anymore. Just a second ago, whenever I was trying to crank it and it wasn't turning over, this was getting really hot, so that's why I figured it was bad ground. And just hit it with the wire brush. It's good enough. So let's get this thing vacuumed out and get this get this seat put in. So I'll bring it back once I get it started on vacuuming. Alright, now the seat's in, so I'm pretty happy with the way it looks. It's you know, it was cheap, so but it still looks pretty good. Looks a hell of a lot better than falling apart foam, so I'm happy with that. Looks like somebody started to maybe put some new carpet in this thing. They were going to insulate it and then put carpet in it, but that was obviously some number of years ago because all this crap was just falling apart. So I peeled up as much of it as I could, and it is what it is. I'll probably end up wire wheeling the rest of it off there and then dynamat it, but for now it is what it is. So next thing I'm going to do real quick to see if this thing will drive, I'm going to go on a little cruise down the road and see what happens. So we will see. Alright, it's running, but it is smoking like crazy. Well, it drives, but it's smoking. Oh my god. Smoking a lot. Transmission does not sound right. I don't know what's wrong with it. It doesn't sound right. Oh my god. Smoking to mosquitoes. Maybe driving this wasn't such a good idea. Alright, as you guys saw, got this interior done in this truck today. Got it done as cheap as I possibly could, I think. I think total I have about $45 in the blankets and the hog ring pliers, because I didn't have those, so I had to buy them. Also, you saw I took it on a little drive. The engine smokes like crazy. It's extremely bad. I don't think it's going to clean up. There's no way. But engine smokes, and then once the oil started getting warm, it started knocking. So I haven't checked the oil to see if there's any metal in it yet, but it is knocking, so kind of is what it is. I'm going to try to find something to put in there. Who knows, 350, maybe an LS if I can do it cheap enough. Just a super tight budget LS. Probably a 350, but anyhow, appreciate you guys watching. Like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends if you like the videos. And next week is going to be chopping the bed. So that, chopping the frame at least. We'll see how far I get into chopping the bed, getting the bed sides chopped and everything. But yeah, so hope you guys like the videos, and thanks for watching.